Hello students, this is the next lecture of Management Information System. In the previous lecture, we were discussing about the role of information system in integrating the various department of the organization. So there we discussed about ERP, that is Enterprise Resource Planning, and we saw that this is a software that integrates all the departments of the organization. So in this lecture, we are going to study about this on a little more detail. So, what is the purpose of enterprise resource planning? The main purpose is the easy flow of the information between all business functions within the boundaries of the organization and manage the organization's connections with its outside stakeholders. So, first of all, is the flow of information within the organizations, means within the boundaries of the organization. The next is the communication with outside stakeholders, like it could be suppliers, your customers, vendors, etc. So, ERP software, it integrates all the facets of an operation, including planning, development, manufacturing, sales, marketing in a single database, application, and user interface. So, it integrates the various departments of the organization. It could be your product planning, development, manufacturing, sales, and marketing. All these information has to be integrated and kept in a single database. So these are the examples of ERP system modules like products lifecycle management, supply chain management, and now supply chain management means starting from purchasing a particular product, its manufacturing, and then distribution. So supply chain, all the things will come here. Then warehouse management, how things are kept in the warehouse and how they are kept. Then is about customer relationship management, how you are um, managing your relationship with the customers, suppliers, vendors, and sales process, sales order processing, online sales, financials, human resources, decision support system. So all these are the examples of ERP system modules. Then the driving force behind ERP. There are two main forces behind this ERP. The ERP ensures customer satisfaction as it leads to business development. Now, the main purpose of this is to, as we studied, that it integrates the flow of information within the organization as well as outside the organization. So it ensures the customer satisfaction. It leads to business development. Now, business development can be development of new areas, new product, new services, new markets. You must have studied about the ends of metrics in strategy. There you have the market development, product development, diversification. So these development could be in any terms. It allow businesses to face competition for implementing ERP, and it ensures efficient processes that push the company into profit. It allows the business to maintain a competitive edge. It will help in efficient processing, and it helps the company to reach to new heights. If we talk about in IT sense, means information technology sense, most software doesn't meet business needs solely or legal systems, but today are hard to maintain. If we talk about that, no, most of the software that are available in the market are not able to meet the business needs completely. So, in addition, hardware and the softwares are very difficult to maintain in such situations. So, but ERP is very useful and easy to implement. So, hence, for the above reasons, as we have discussed all 3 points, like ERP ensures customer satisfactions and it allow you to reach to a particular edge. You have a competitive advantage, and it meets most of the business needs wholly as well as legally. So for these purpose, ERP is necessary for the management in today's business world. ERP is a single software which tackles the problem related to material shortages, or whether it is related to customer service, financials management, quality issues, or whether it is related to inventory issues. And ERP can be the dashboard for all the modern era management managers. So that's why implementing ERP is important for any organization. Now, what are the issues that we face while implementing the ERP system? The ERP software itself is a complex, as we are talking about. It integrates the various departments. When we are talking in a whole term, the software is difficult, or you can say is complex to implement, as it has many significant implications for the staff work practice. They don't know immediately how to deal with this ERP system. Implementing the software is a difficult task to as complex things are always difficult to handle, and one that in-house IT specialists can't handle, as this is a very big software and it is integrating all the departments. The in-house specialist of IT teams can't handle. So for implementing this, the ERP software for implementing ERP software, organizations have to hire the third party consulting companies or the ERP vendor who can take care of this ERP system. This is the most cost effective way of implementing ERP, as well as the time taken to implement also depends on there are the certain criteria. So implementing ERP is complex and difficult. That is okay, but how can we minimize the cost and time? There we can hire the third party vendor who can take care of this ERP and who are specialized in taking care of ERP. So the time taken to implement ERP depends on certain criteria. It could be the size of the business, like whether it is small size or bigger size, the number of department involved, the degree of customization, the level of customizations you need, the magnitude of the change and the cooperations of the customers to the project. So ERP depends on these criteria. If the large organizations will require more time, whereas number of departments are more, that time and the time taken to implement ERP will be more. The degree of customization, if you want more higher level of customization, that time taken is more. So this depends on the magnitude and the change in cooperations of the customers also, how cooperative the customers are towards the project. So that also depends on the implementation of ERP. Now, what are the advantages of ERP? ERP software can accurately forecast. When forecasting, inventory levels are kept at maximum efficiency that allow the organization to be profitable. बात करें कि forecasting inventory level हमारी maximum efficiency पे है, that time the organization will automatically be at profitable. Then it helps in integrating the various departments and it ensures proper communications, productivity is high, efficiency is high. So it is helpful in integrating the entire organization. Or adopting ERP software eradicate the problem of coordinating changes between many systems. There are many times when ERP is not there. See the situation: the finance department is updating something, marketing department is updating something. So if these departments are interlinked, in that cases, the coordination of changes arises. The problem of changes arises. So that time, that issue is very big, but now because of this ERP system, this problem has been eradicated. Now ERP software provides a top-down view of an organization, so information is available to make decision anytime and anywhere. As ERP system is providing you the entire view of the organization, so the information that is available for the managers, they can make decisions anytime and from anywhere, as the data they have in handy position. So, in the nutshell, or you can say the overview of ERP is that this software tries to integrate all the departments and the functions of an organization into a single computer system to serve the needs of the various department. Whatever the needs the different department has, that is tackled by the ERP software. So, this is all about the ERP system. So, in this lecture, we discussed about how ERP is helpful in integrating what are the driving forces, what are the advantages of using ERP, and how it can be, in what way we can implement ERP so that it will be useful and it is cost effective for the organization. Thank you.